60s.
So Crosse County is home to a national champion sports star, and what makes this even more impressive is this young man hasn't even hit the second grade yet. In this morning's In Search Of, we meet the Coulee Region's newest sports sensation. On Alaska's Brody Mitchell is like most 6-year-old boys. He likes to color, loves to wrestle, and rarely sits still.
Very active boy. He loves football, baseball, swimming, you name it. You know, whatever it is, he'll get into it and he'll go hard at it.
That is an understatement. When most kids are still learning how to ride a bike, Brody is maneuvering through some of the toughest BMX bike tracks around.
Brody is an excellent rider. When Brody started, he was really young. He was 4 years old.
Brody is a regular here at Toads Cove BMX track in Centerville after a neighbor suggested he give it a try.
We had some neighbors that kept telling us about the track because Brody learned to ride his two-wheeler at age 3, and he was really good on it and said, you should take him out to this track. And finally, midway through the summer when he was 4, we brought him out here on his little Lightning McQueen dirt bike. Well, he was hooked right away.
And there's been no stopping little Brody ever since.
Because it's fun.
It's a pedal bike. You race your own age. There has to be at least 3 riders to a race. Nobody rides the bench here. Every kid gets to ride their bike, from boys to girls to teenagers to middle-aged to older. I mean, there's kids racing at 3 years old. As long as you can race without training wheels, you can race.
Despite his size, Brody is one of the track's biggest superstars.
When he turned 5 that summer, we started traveling around the state to some of the state qualifier races.
He took first place in 2 of the 3 state qualifying races he entered.
So we, debated where do we go next? What's the next step?
And they decided the Grand National Championships in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
We thought, well, let's just bring him down there and just have some fun and see what he does. And next thing you know, he's in the championship race.
This is Brody's 5 and under 2011 competition. Here we go. You see TJ up there with his red t-shirt. Brody's in lane, I got their gate number 4. Here we go.
We were waiting in line at the starting gate for the championship race, and he looked back at me smiling. He said, Dad, should I win this race? And I'm looking at the other dads next to me saying, just do a good job, Brody. Work your hardest. Do the best you can.
And I said that I would win.
Come on, Brody!
And he went out and led the whole race.
We might have a national championship here. Come on, Brody!
And won it.
He did it!
And best of all, the enormous trophy that came home with them.
It's red, and then it has 4 sections, and it's big. Bigger than my mom and dad.
And go. I'm definitely very proud of him. My wife is very proud, and it's been fun for all of us, for the whole family, to go to some of these races and watch him go.
In Centerville with photographer Rob Bourne, Jennifer Livingston, News 8. Isn't that fun to watch?
I don't think I've ever seen such a big trophy. That thing was huge.
I know. And he's got a room full of trophies.
Really?
I mean, that's the tallest one because it's for a national champion, but he's won at the state level. He's won at the local level. And the cool thing is, if this is something that you or your children would like to try, Toads Cove BMX, which is that home track here in Centerville, they're having an open house this weekend on the track. It's from 10 to 2 on Saturday. Bikes will be available there that you can use and try, and it's free. It's totally free. The track, again, it's located in Centerville. It's right behind the Toads Cove convenience store right there on Highway 5435. If you'd like more information, you can find it on Facebook. Just do a search for Toads Cove BMX. And, like Andy said, the owner of Toads Cove, it's a sport. Nobody sits on the bench. Everybody gets to ride when you go out there. You always have preliminary races, and you always get to give it a shot before the big races. And so, you know, anybody can do it. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.